And let's move across now to Asia in Shanghai. What do you make of the record number of cases there and the accompanying lockdown that goes with it? What does this tell us? Did the lockdowns not work? Did they work? And then Omicron is just late in getting there? What is going on over there?
The lockdowns, were in place and they seem to have been effective in the past. But now, obviously, we see the dramatic rise in cases. And, I would think that what they're seeing there is what we've experienced here, which is COVID fatigue, frankly, letting our guard down and doing those things that we as humans want to do in terms of getting out and getting back to normal. But again, if we are not cautious, we will only repeat the ills of the past in terms of relaxing things too soon. And even if you look at the epidemiology data that CDC publishes, every state in the nation is above our normal threshold for the deaths caused by pneumonia, influenza, and COVID. And so until we get below that epidemic threshold, which CDC publishes, we can't declare this war over.
How should the rest of the world respond to what's happening in China right now?
I think the rest of the world should pay attention, right? And we saw early on the beginning of the pandemic, right? Origins of the pandemic really starting there in China, right? And so if we have precautions in place and if we have a variant that is penetrating those precautions and causing a tremendous amount of impact to the population, we need to pay attention. Now, granted, they didn't have the widespread acquired immunity because of limiting the exposure in the past. And so that may strongly play a factor in what they're experiencing now without that immunity in the general population. But certainly, again, we should not ignore the signs that we're seeing there and in other nations.
All right, Dr. Anthony Harris, as always, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Ruta.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.